Hello and welcome to this edition of The Sage. I'm Brady Caskey.
And I'm Alex Baratti. This show, Mr. Fiebs and Mr. Keyes will be giving us a quick physics lesson.
We'll have a report on the recent increase in shark sightings.
And we'll be giving out some information about yearbooks.
All that and more on this edition of The Sage.
We found a tape of an episode of Fiebs and Keyes in the school's basement, recovered by our very own Jack Lieberman.
On this episode, Mr. Fiebs and Mr. Keyes teach us about the physics of an ollie. Here's a throwback to the days of Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Welcome to Fiebs
and Keyes. Physics. Okay, welcome to Keyes and Fiebs. Cool science. Today we're going to talk about the physics of the basic skateboard trick, the ollie. If you notice that in the first part of an ollie, we have the skateboarder with their back foot on the tail, and what we're going to do is apply a very quick and strong force to that tail. After that force is applied to the tail, the skateboard is going to pivot along its back truck, and by Newton's third law, the force being applied down on the tail is now going to act back up on the skateboard and drive the skateboard back up into the air.
As you can see in this picture, the front foot, which is high on the skateboard, due to the friction of the grip tape, will actually drag the board even higher in its path. The skateboarder will then push down with their front foot, thus rotating the back end up, thus enabling a very high arc in the skateboarder's ollie path.
And then last, gravity will bring everything back to the ground, and hopefully your feet will be on top of the skateboard.
On our next episode, we will be talking about the
chemistry of crystals. Join us next year as we get into the chemistry and the shapes of these types of crystals and how you can make them at home. Have a great and safe summer.
Wow, informative and entertaining.
Just like Jimmy the Movie Director's Cut, coming to a blockbuster near you.
Well, speaking of shark attacks, Gabe Vecchio and Dylan Blackman take us to the beach to teach us a little bit about ocean safety.
With all the shark activity along the California coast, we talked to local lifeguard Jim Bear. Here's what you should know about shark attacks. Is it safe for people to go in the water?
I think it's safe. It's safer than driving your car. There was a shark attack. The poor woman at church got attacked. But there's been a bazillion people surfing there ever since, and someone hasn't been tagged yet. So I say it's safe to be in the water.
If there was a shark attack, how would you do it?
Well, you always make sure that the area is safe. As my training is, I've been a 39-year lifeguard. Not speaking as a lifeguard, but speaking just as a guy on the beach. I would make sure that the area is safe for me to go and rescue someone if they need help. Of course, I always call for backup, 911, etc. And control bleeding, because you guess what? White sharks come up and they cause bleeding. They want their victim to bleed to death, and then die, and then come back and eat them. So they usually take a bite and then come back. They spare their teeth, and so the best thing to do is control bleeding. Like the guy up at church helped that poor woman. He used a surf leash for a tourniquet. You can also, depending on where the injury is, you can use direct pressure on an artery, things like that. Just first aid stuff. Yeah. And I think the shark will probably be gone by the time you get out there. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you, Mr. Bear, and appreciate it.
So just remember guys, if there's ever a shark attack, make sure to call 911 or contact the lifeguard.
This is Gabe and Dylan reporting for The Sage.
Now let's head into weather and sports. Be sure to expect a lot of sunshine this weekend.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday will all have a high of 71 and a low of 60.
Boys volleyball took home Sage Creek's first ever state title. They defeated Kennedy High School in the CIF State Championship in 3 straight sets.
Hey guys, I'm here with Christian Janke, Ryan Yates, and Coach Savage, who are going to talk a little bit about winning state this last Saturday. So Ryan, how does it feel to be a senior and a captain of the varsity team?
It feels good. It was a great season, and I'm so thankful for this guy and all the parents and everyone else that helped us all along the way. And it was such an amazing experience, winning state and everything else. Very hyped.
Cool. And Coach, what was one of the best highlights that you remember from the game?
Aside from just being involved with these great athletes, my best highlight or favorite moment was all the fans and all the support of people that came out and supported the boys volleyball program that had never even watched volleyball before, never even played volleyball before. They came to our CIF championship game, they came to the playoff games and the state games. So seeing all the faces, the familiar faces supporting us, that was my favorite part.
Awesome. And Christian, what was the difference, the biggest differences between CIF and the state?
I think the atmosphere, like Savage said, was a lot different. The state game, the setup was different. There were barriers around the whole court. There was announcers. I think there was a live stream. We were on TV at that point. And then CIF was kind of a little smaller scale. Still a nice gym, still a nice setup and everything, but I think just the atmosphere, a lot more fans on both sides, and it was a lot louder gym. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks guys, and we'll send it to you back in the studio.
Yep.
Varsity baseball season ended with a heartbreaking 1-0 loss against Brawley High School in the CIF playoffs.
As for track and field, junior Megan Matson and senior Bo Prince are in Fresno right now at the CIF state meet for track and field. Bo will be competing in the 3,200 meters, also known as the 2-mile. This race is the race that he took first place in at the CIF San Diego meet with a time of 9 minutes and 17 seconds. Megan will be competing in the 300-meter hurdles, the race she also won at the San Diego CIF meet last week with a time of 44.62 seconds. You can live stream their races this weekend if you'd like at californiastatechampionships.runnerspace.com.
Seniors, Senior Legacy Night is tonight from 5 to 10 p.m. in the Bobcat Arena. Tickets are $10 each.
All seniors that have purchased their yearbook will receive them tonight at Senior Legacy Night.
All other students will receive them Monday after school in the cafeteria.
And if you have yet to purchase your yearbook, you can buy them online or at the ASB store for $95.
And be sure to tune in to our final episode of The Sage this Wednesday. I'm Alex Baratti.
And I'm Brady Caskey. Wait, you're editing tonight, right?
I guess I am now.
Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna
Give.
you up. Live life, free there. I know somehow we're gonna get there. Give us food. Yes, Riley. Thank you. Saturday.
Don't eat goldfish next time.